15th. That clock needs to get reset. Not that I even need that anymore because this room's gonna become a storage. And yeah, you can see a little bit of an outfit difference here. I don't want to do a total 360. I don't know if it's even gonna catch me. No, it won't. It's gonna keep doing my head. But that's all you need to know. I was going to put a poll question just temporarily. If my mother was caught seeing me appearing to be female, what would my justification be? Oh, I don't know. I want to feel like I fit in because the world's so masculine. At least I got a face that's not like a Chad, so I can get away with looking this way. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The Natalie Wynn / Contra Points video that I ripped and tagged back because I didn't know how to do shorts at the time. I just manually did it with screen recording. I totally agree with her. It's like, well, 9% as a female, people look at me a little bit differently and all that. Well, that's exactly how I feel. And it's not, I would say the autism has something to do with it. I'd say maybe 10-15%. But being in a feminist special ed classroom will make you really sissy. And then you suppress your emotions and then you become a fucking hot mess. And yes, I'm not kidding. It wasn't just the feminist special ed teachers, particularly in my formative years, which included my high school program. I was going to do a little video, but I know no one's watching this channel anymore. But one of the things that I had thought of saying it was 20 years ago that I started my school to work program. It was in the summer. It was a half transition. I didn't start till the fall full time. And I was it was pushed for us to mature very quickly. Okay, people with pervasive developmental disorders in general are slow growers. Not to mention, you have Gen Xers who are the only generation where their prefrontal cortex peaked at 15. I believe that for Gen X, for God knows what reasons. But between the millennials and the boomers and then the zoomers, they've all kind of went back to or had been at the 25. But now you had to have all your shit together by if you didn't have your shit together when you started the program between 16 and 18, and because it was in Massachusetts, it was your 22nd birthday. If you didn't have your shit together in those 5 years, you were fucked. Okay, I was in New Hampshire. The cutoff was 21. I started at 18. I'm dealing with all this trauma of eat like a grown up, talk like a man. And oh yeah, these were feminist chicks. They were Gen Xers. Some of them might have been Zennial types, but they leaned more on the suck it up buttercup. So there was 3 staff that was a decade older than me. The boss bitch was my mom's age. I just saw her face on Instagram on the people you may know. I'm like, holy fuck, she's the same age as my mother. She looks like she's bent her shit. and shit she could have avoided. God, she drove me nuts. That's how my Avid connection came to be. Her sister was pre-sales to the Media Composer package. She just got laid from Avid last fall. And she's a year older than her, so she's 56. Xer, another Xer. Although she's the only other Xer that I know in all the Xers that were not technophobes, by the way. And yeah, I again, it's my lived experience. I mean, granted, the girls on Tech TV, they're Xers too, and they seem to be not afraid of technology. But I mean, Kat Schwartz, Sarah Lane, Megan Marone, that's her name. I got it right. Forgive me. Those chicks are like, again, I think they're they like that avid lady. I think they're the not the norm. They're the exception. So yeah, that's another thing too. You're adapting to new technology, and they think it's 1995. I am not kidding. That they just their minds are so 10 years behind. But again, the web was only a decade old at that time, so I don't know. But yeah, I was hacking it for my formative years, which I will say was 18 to 21. And then 21 happens, 23 happens, I relocate, 25 happens, 27 happens, 30 happens, and I'm like, holy fuck, did I have such a turbulent life? Not to realize that my 30s would not be any better either. And you know what's really weird too was that Melanie, so Melanie offed herself on June 30th, 2021, right? I couldn't believe it had to be Wednesday because I think the 4th of July parade was like Saturday or Sunday. So you're like going from like knowing that your loved one killed herself to going and trying to celebrate the 4th of July, because the 4th of July is going to be tomorrow and the parade, and I'm not probably going because I'm really not in any good mood to celebrate, to be honest. I just want to be home. And so I why is it pruning my backups? Why am I, oh, maybe it's locking up. Oh, come on. I think it's because this connection. All right, I'm just going to disconnect this because I think the Wi-Fi, yeah, the Wi-Fi is a little bit, because I don't have the hardwired right now, the Ethernet. It's all fucked up right now. So I don't want to screw up my Proxmox instance. But yeah, Melanie, right, so what happened was my mother was so triggered by Melanie from almost the beginning. I didn't introduce her till after the fact we got married. In fact, I got married to the girl in 2014. I didn't tell my mother till like the following. Jesus, I don't even remember. 2015 at some point, and it was supposed to be kept as a secret because Mom really was naive to think I would just grow out of an imaginary friend. And she hasn't realized that she's the problem. Part of it. Part of the problem. Part of it's me. Part of it's her. Does she improve? Does she, to me, that her rejecting Melanie from almost the beginning to think that she would just go off the grid. Oh, and then when she killed herself, I told my mother, and she just like faked it. She faked it. It was performative sympathy. I mean, come on, you knew how important this girl was. And she was a fucking coping mechanism, in her words, in the therapist's office. She pushed her. She basically asserted herself to go into the therapy it was on the 30th anniversary of the week. So this would have been August, sometime after August 1st, 2017. I think it was because Mom was so bothered by the ring. Mom was so bothered by it. She was so fucking triggered. Like, she was so fucking triggered by Melanie. For God knows what reason. Because I took it too literally. I mean, do you not understand how, because you don't like men yourself, so you're perpetually single by choice. I didn't ask to be born. I wanted someone in my life to heal the wounds that I couldn't find. And yeah, I know this was my last resort. This was the relationship of last resort. I mean, and she just totally, the level of frustration, maybe because she didn't have the answers, because she saw some of the, she saw some elements, not this one, because I just bought this last year, Herbal, but other things that apparently I wasn't discreet enough, and hoping she wouldn't see things, but mothers always see everything, so I have to like literally keep things tight. It's just I'm fed up. Like I don't feel like I have privacy. And I've respected her privacy since we moved here. I really have. And it just seems like I don't know if we're how much communication, too much communication or what. But anyways, Mom didn't have the right answer, so I tried to explain it. I didn't have many social connections to reach out to ask, because one of them from Londonderry might have been a good resource, but she was just having the parasocial connection. So I guess I should call up, I should use the phrase, I should do a post on parasocial connections, not parasocial relationships, because I think there's something there about that, if you guys really fucking care. So Mom was really just like, I'm not kidding. She was triggered with the relationship with Melanie. I think when she killed herself, I think she just was like, great, I'm to deal with that crap anymore. I don't want to deal with the daughter-in-law of any type. Notice I just said it. A daughter of any type, I think. I don't think she would like a real woman in my life either. Which then further validates that Melanie wasn't an imaginary friend, because she was literally, as if she was virtual, as if she really did exist. People would treat her the same fucking way. So she was not an imaginary friend at all. Because she kept breaking every the clinical stereotype, because I don't believe an imaginary friend, from what I've been told, is someone based on somebody actual, which she wasn't, because I didn't want to be pathological like that. She wasn't based on any or just the idea that the appearance that she was acting as if she was physical. And it felt almost natural. So that's not an imaginary friend either. But oh my God, my mom. Oh God, if you like, God, you brought up Melanie. God, you wanted to postpone the groceries just because you wanted to have an anniversary thing. You know, your bedroom kind of thing in the minifig world. God forbid that's like, oh, you want to be a man, but you have this imaginary friend. Well, geez, well, what is being a man, and where am I? I'm in a fucking cognitive dissonance. And she just never got it. She never got it. There's parts that my mother really gets me, and there's other parts she didn't get me. Leading to only some people knowing Melanie and some people didn't. I mean, I was in the cognitive dissonance too. I was confused. What the hell was I supposed to do? You know, what the hell was I supposed to do? Like, you don't think that you're projecting mismessaging yourself, and mixed messaging and misinformation and disinformation? Like, people were asking my mother, well, why were they not asking me? They see my Facebook, but they're not friends with me, but they're talking to my mother through a proxy. Oh, that's another thing. The creepy middle-aged people, the creepy neighbors that don't have the balls to befriend you, because they're scared of you or whatever. I mean, like, that's a whole nother video or a stream to talk about the familiar faces relationships, and how, oh, I see your Facebook, but I'm not going to befriend you because I'm scared of your shit that you post. So I'm just going to proxify and basically hoover breadcrumb the next line that's, the caretaker, and then just say, I saw this. But they don't talk to you directly. And Melanie was part of that. So, again, it's like, please treat me like a female. Please just treat me like I have oh God, the stupid cameras, the stupid center stages. Okay, do I move this? Okay, I'm only doing this 360 once, and it's not working. Okay, maybe it's meant to be, because there's gonna be some troll that's gonna use a slur against me, perhaps. But all right, you kind of see it. Okay, it's not working. because center stage is working. But anyways, yeah, it's it's a problem. And like I said, my mother and I are not in good terms. We've been up and down. She and I have been up and down, and I need to get out. I need to get out of this relationship, and I just since my last stream, I did download the application for the New Hampshire Housing Assistance Authority, whatever. That's a third party to deal with public housing through a private entity, because New Hampshire doesn't like any socialism in lowercase s, because that's close to being a fag or whatever. And it's up for the pussies out there. They have strong prejudices against the most vulnerable people, because we're bad people. It seems that seems to be the thing. The wait list is about a decade, so. Because I'm not gonna find anybody. I mean, honestly, presenting myself as a female is like kind of like me as a coping skill of letting go the life I won't have. So it's just better to live a life instead of masking yourself. Just be yourself. I hate to be so like weird about this or delusional, but that's kind of where I am now. Just being myself and being more realistic and less fake. But yeah, it's that's where I am now, because I don't feel comfortable in my own skin, and I'm tired of like faking it. I mean, I'm not trying to be like real and raw, but just realistic and authentic. And this is my authentic self. And I'm sick and tired of masking it. So I'm probably gonna be living up in my bedroom, because I'm just like I'm sick and tired of being told what I can or cannot do. It's oh, by the way, I gotta start closing the window, the door, excuse me. I said window, what the fuck am I talking about here? I'm talking out of my ass. I love how my mother like texts me like timestamp. Oh, wrong number. She like texts me like, yeah. So like she was telling me that Fox was breaking in the Diddy scandal at like 5:19. Like, I really need to know that. Yep, so that's it in this little stupid stream. And I don't know what else to say. Other than just be more authentic. Be more be more of you, but whatever you is, because I don't even know who I want to be anymore. Just like what do I matter? Because I don't feel like I matter. And I just want to live alone. I don't want to be around my mother. She is really oh, I can't do that right now. So